the siren. You have 15 minutes. Most people will spend them wrong. A nuclear explosion is not a movie. There's no wave of fire chasing you down the street. There's a flash, a blast wave, thermal radiation, and radioactive fallout that comes after. Each of these factors kills differently, and each has its own protection. 15 minutes is not little. It's enough if you know what to do. Most victims of Hiroshima and Nagasaki died not from the blast, from consequences that could have been avoided. This isn't a story about death. This is a story about how to survive. Window 1, 0 to 2 minutes. Flash and blast. If you see a flash, immediately drop to the ground. Face down, hands behind your head. Mouth open. Why mouth open? The blast wave arrives in seconds. An open mouth equalizes pressure and reduces the risk of lung rupture. Don't look at the flash, ever. Temporary blindness, up to several minutes. Permanent, forever. Stay on the ground until the blast wave passes. That's 20 to 30 seconds. If you're in a car, pull off the road. Stop. Get below window level. Rule for the first 2 minutes. Horizontal, face down, mouth open. Window 2, 2 to 5 minutes. The blast wave has passed. Get up and immediately move away from windows. All windows, glass doors, any surfaces that could shatter. Secondary wave. It comes after the first, reflected off buildings. Glass flies horizontally at bullet speed. Staying at a window at this moment is like standing in front of a shotgun. If you're outside, find solid cover. Not just a building corner, an underground passage, a basement, the metro. Don't run down open streets. Buildings fall. Debris flies. The ground is your best friend in these 3 minutes. Window 3, 5 to 15 minutes. This is the most critical window. You need shelter. Not just any, the right one. Best, underground structures. Metro, concrete and brick basements. Bunkers. Good. Middle floors of a multi-story building. Not ground floor, not top floor. Interior rooms without windows. Bad. Wooden structures, ground floor, corner rooms, glass buildings. Distance rule. The farther from the epicenter, the less dense the shelter needed. 30 kilometers away, a regular basement is enough. The main goal of this window: you must be underground or behind thick concrete before radioactive fallout begins. Because fallout arrives in 15 minutes, and it's invisible. I promised Plan B. Here it is. You didn't make it to a basement. You're in an apartment. That's not a death sentence. Go to the most interior room. Bathroom, storage closet. Any room without exterior walls and without windows. Close all doors and windows. Seal gaps with wet cloth. Radioactive dust penetrates any crack. Turn off ventilation and air conditioning. They pump outside air in. Lie on the floor. Radioactive particles are heavier than air. They settle from top down. An interior apartment room without ventilation reduces contamination dose 3 to 5 times compared to outside. 3 to 5 times. That's the difference between surviving and not. Now about the main fear: radiation, and the myths that kill. Myth: radiation is contagious. Fact: radiation is a mission, not a virus. You can't infect others with it. Myth: if there was a blast, everyone dies from radiation. Fact: radiation doses decrease exponentially with time and distance. After 7 hours, radiation level drops 10 times. Myth: potassium iodide protects against radiation. Fact: it protects only the thyroid gland, only from radioactive iodine, only if taken in time. Myth: a lead vest helps. Fact: gamma radiation needs concrete. 1 meter of concrete equals 2 meters of water equals a few centimeters of lead. Main protection: distance, time, and shelter. Letter T, time. Letter D, distance. Letter S, shelter. T, DS. Remember it like a word. All right. You know where to go. What to bring? First, documents and cash. Everything like episode 1. Second, water. Minimum 3 liters per person. After the blast, tap water becomes dangerous. Third, food requiring no cooking. Open fire in a shelter is a bad idea. Fourth, battery-powered radio. The only source of information when everything else is down. Fifth, first aid kit. Potassium iodide. Only if you have it, and only as instructed. Sixth, dense clothing that covers the entire body. Skin is the first barrier against radioactive dust. Forget electronics. An electromagnetic pulse will destroy unprotected devices within the blast radius. Rule: if you can buy it after, don't take it now. Every second outside is expensive. You're in shelter. How long do you stay? Minimum 24 hours. That's the civil defense baseline in most countries. First 7 hours, most dangerous. Radiation level at maximum. Don't go out. After 7 hours, level drops 10 times. After 48 hours, 100 times. Listen to the radio. Official broadcasts will say when it's safe to emerge. If no information, stay longer. Overcaution is cheaper than a mistake. When you exit, maximum coverage clothing. Gloves. Mask or wet cloth over face. Quickly. Straight path. No stops. After exiting, remove all outdoor clothing outside. Wash. Change into clean clothes. The first clothing may carry 90% of outdoor contamination. 5 mistakes that kill people in a nuclear emergency. First, looking at the flash. Eyeballs don't filter radiation. Look. Go blind. Second, running immediately after the blast. The blast wave moves faster than you. Drop and wait. Third, opening windows to air out. You're letting radioactive dust inside. Fourth, drinking tap water after the blast. Pipes may be contaminated, only stored water. Fifth, going outside to take a look after a few hours. Radiation is invisible. You won't know you're absorbing a dose. Each of these mistakes is made out of ignorance. You just stopped being ignorant. All right, siren. 15 minutes. Concrete plan. Minute 0. Drop horizontal, face down, mouth open. Don't look at the flash. Minutes 1 to 2. Blast wave passed. Get up. Move away from windows. Minutes 2 to 5. Find shelter. Basement, metro, interior room without windows. Move fast. Minutes 5 to 10. In shelter. Close doors and windows. Seal gaps with wet cloth. Turn off ventilation. Minutes 10 to 15. Lie on the floor. Turn on the radio. Wait. After 15 minutes, stay put for minimum 24 hours. 15 minutes. That's all you need to know. 15 minutes. One plan. A few rules. Most people don't know this. Now you do. This doesn't mean the apocalypse will happen. It means if it does, you're already ready. The difference between knowing and not knowing in a nuclear emergency is literally life.